Hey guys, it's Lou. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. So today is another episode of the 7 for 7. This is an episode series. This is a series on my channel where I pick 7 products to use for the week alongside my project pan items. The idea of this is for me to sort of have some variation in my everyday makeup drawer, but also not neglect my project pan items just because I've got double ups in the drawer, if that makes sense. I thought a whole shop my stash would be a bit too much for me at the moment because I am really focused on my project pan items, especially considering it's coming to the end of the year or the second half of the year. So I thought I would keep going with this series. It's working really well for me at the moment and we'll see what I choose to do next year. But for now, we're going to run through the items that I used last week that I really enjoyed and then the items that I picked for this week. So last week we had 8 items in the drawer because we had one item that I didn't feel I had used enough, so I left it in for the week again. So we'll run through. I have used all 8 enough now. I'm happy to roll them out. So firstly, we had 2 items from Maybelline. We had the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I really enjoyed this. It worked really lovely under my eyes and yeah, I really liked it. And then along with that, I had the powder in the same range. This is the loose one. Loved this powder. It was gorgeous. It worked so well on my skin and I just really enjoyed both of these products. Some more face products. So I had 2 items from Morphe. I had the Morphe bronzer. It's just a mini in Debutante. Absolutely loved this. It was a gorgeous shade on my skin tone and I really enjoyed using it. And then I had a highlighter in the shade Spark. This was gorgeous. It wasn't too glittery or anything. It was just a nice sheen. I really enjoyed using these 2 Morphe products. Next, I had this little duo from Cover Effects. This is in the shade Sun-Kissed Bronze. That's it there. I surprised myself with this one because I really did think that the highlighting shade was going to be too deep for my skin, just off glance, of looking at it. But it actually worked really lovely on my skin. It was gorgeous. It was just a little bit more golden toned than like something like Champagne Pop, which is a bit brighter. And yeah, surprisingly it worked really well. The bronzing shade in this is lovely and it blended so nice onto the skin. It was buildable, easy to use. I really, really love this item. I had a primer from Morphe as well. This is the Revitalizer Foundation Primer. I loved this. It was not in any way sort of like siliconing or pore filling or anything. It was just like a nice hydrating base to have on under your makeup. Worked really well. My makeup lasted really well. I really like this primer. Next was another face product. This is from Benefit. It was the Cheek Leader palette in the Pink Squad. That's it there. I used every single shade in this palette. I really, really love the highlighter shade. Is it Tickle in this one? Tickle. It was gorgeous. I really, really enjoyed this palette. I'm so glad I picked up both. Initially, I was like, oh, should I have got both? I'm really, really happy I did because now I have more Benefit products. And I really do enjoy like their cheek products and their eyebrow products. And probably my favourites. And yeah, so I'm just really glad to have both of these in my collection. The last 2 items. So the first one is a lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury. It's out of the Hot Lips 2 collection. This is in the shade Amazing Amal. I will pop it out. That's what the packaging looks like there. It's absolutely stunning. And that's it there. This was lovely. It wore so well. My only downside with this is when it was wearing off, it sort of left a pink stain. Not a stain. Just the wearing off colour of it was different to what I had put on, if that makes sense. It went more pink toned and I don't know, I didn't love it as much when it was wearing off. But the colour itself when you put it on is lovely. And the last thing was my palette. This is from Jeffree Star. It's from the summer collection. It was the Mini Breaker palette. Again, I did use every shade in this palette. I really, really enjoyed it. I surprisingly got a really nice neutrally sort of gold look out of this palette using these brown and goldish sort of tones here. And it just looked really, really pretty. I loved the purple tones in this. Were unreal. Absolutely gorgeous. The orange shade, this one here called Orange Crush, is stunning. It's almost to the point of being neon when you put it on. I wore it in my inner corner to work the other day, like sort of inner lid rather, not so much inner corner, and it just looked awesome. It was like a pop of fluoro orange, and it was amazing. I loved it. So this one I really enjoyed using. Now, for the 7 products I chose to roll in, I tried to divvy them up a little bit, but I did end up with quite a few eye products again. I don't know how I keep doing that, but we'll start with these 2. So these 2 are from CoverFX, and they were from like a little mini set that they had on, was it Sephora? I think it was on Sephora. So firstly, we have the CoverFX Water Cloud Primer. I'll try to get it to focus. There we go. Now this one feels similar to that Morphe primer that I had in last week when I put it on the back of my hands. That's not to say it's going to perform the same, but it's sort of got that similar hydrating feeling to it. So we'll give this one a go this week. And then I have got the powder. This is the CoverFX Perfect Setting Powder. It's just in a little tub. I haven't tried this. I've got more into loose powders recently, I've noticed, and I sort of am starting to really enjoy them more than more than pressed powders. So I really am looking forward to give this one a go. I've heard pretty good things about it. This is in Translucent Light, by the way. Some lip products. These are new from Revlon. They came out at Priceline. So this is the Revlon Kiss Cloud Blotted Lips. I bought myself 2 shades. So this one is in Whipped Hazelnut. I will do some little swatches. And the other one I got is in Cashmere Mauve. They feel extremely moussey, like on the back of your hand. So I'm really interested to see if these are a true blotted lip. So they're the 2 colours there. They do look a little bit sort of blotted there, so hopefully they come across that way on the lips as well. And I also got a Revlon Glow Lip Oil. I picked mine up in the shade Bouncy Beige. That's it down there. So it's just like a really glossy beige colour. So I'm adding in those lip products. From Benefit, I picked up the new Hello Happy Flawless Brightening Foundation. That's it there. I picked up the shade number 4. I did swatch these in store and they were all pretty yellow toned, so I'm a little bit hesitant. So I bought the mini because I wasn't entirely sure. It's a little tiny bit yellow toned and I'm not yellow toned at all, so I'm not too sure if this is going to work for me, but we'll give it a go. So that one's popped in. Next we have all of these little babies. So these are from L'Oreal. These are the new L'Oreal oil eyeshadows. I picked up 7 of them. So firstly I picked up the shade Stunner. That's it there. I picked up the shade Keep On, which I'm looking forward to using. It's like a deep green. Iconic. That's an amazing colour. This one is in Force, which is the more matte satin one that I got. Whereas all the others I think are rather shimmery. This one is in Extraordinary. This is the one I am super looking forward to using. It's gorgeous. This one I will swatch. That's it here. It's so pretty. And then the last 2 I got, this one is in Almighty. And then I picked up a sort of whitish shade. I thought it'd be nice for the inner corner. This is in, is it Mughal, something like that. So these are really pretty. I'm really looking forward to using them, and pairing with them, I have decided to bring in the Jawbreaker palette from Jeffree Star. This was from his summer collection. Ooh, I'll open it up. that is it there. I am super excited to use this palette. It could be a 2-weeker, I think, just because of how many looks I want to sort of play with and see what I can do with this, but it's gorgeous. I really, 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 really love the look of this palette. So we're going to pull that in as well, and that concludes our 7 items for this weekend, For this week, I hope you all had a lovely week last week and have an even better one this week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.